Looking at this old pen and ink drawing, I can see the resemblance. This is the Irish-born comic actor and singer William Grattan Tyrone Power, great-grandfather of Hollywood heartthrob Tyrone Power. It was William Power who first brought to the public's attention the ballad Purty, Molly Brallaghan, which later became known as Molly Brannigan. How did the ballad become popular? To find out, we have to travel back in time to the year 1830. On Wednesday evening, the 14th of July 1830, crowds flocked to the Theatre Royal in Dublin to watch a performance of The Wicklow Gold Mines, a stage Irish farce starring William Power. During the show, Power, in his role as Billy O'Rourke, introduced the audience to a brand new song, Purty, Molly Brallaghan. The Freeman's Journal recording that it was written and composed especially for him. Ah then, ma'am dear, did you never hear of Purty Molly Brallaghan? Truth dear, I've lost her, and I never be a man again. Not a spot on my hide will another summer tan again. Since Molly she has left me, all alone for to die. A native of Kilmacthomas, County Waterford. In his day, William Grattan Tyrone Power was a veritable superstar of the stage, his talents ensuring that he was in high demand in Ireland, in England, and in America. Alas, some mystery surrounds the identity of the person who wrote the words of Purty Molly Brallaghan, and Power was in no position to help solve the puzzle since he died at sea in March 1841 on board the SS President, a ship that floundered in the Atlantic while sailing from New York to England. Ironically, Power was booked to appear in a farce called Born to Good Luck, which was due to open on the 15th of April at the Theatre Royal in Haymarket, London. And so began the Rumours. In 1847, the editor of Songs of Ireland and Other Lands stated that the words of Purty Molly Brallaghan were written by a Miss McGee, of whom little to nothing is known. Then in 1858, in his work The Lyrics of Ireland, Samuel Lover claimed that the wordsmith was an Irish lady, a claim firmly refuted 6 years later by S. Redmond in a letter to the journal Notes and Queries. Redmond, who was writing from Liverpool, asserted that the lyrics were in fact written by a person named Murray, who kept a public house and singing room in Temple Bar, Dublin. The rumours were to continue apace. We can say with some certainty that the tune which accompanied Purty Molly Brallaghan was composed by County Limerick piper Walker Jackson, who died in 1798. Originally called Cossey's Jig, it was included in Jackson's Celebrated Tunes, published about 1774. The jig subsequently became a reel and was known as The Green Fields of America. Let's have a listen to The Green Fields of America, or Cossey's, played at a fast tempo, then at a slower pace, the slower version clearly highlighting the fact that most of the notes were, at some stage, incorporated into the Brallaghan-Brannigan ballad. So when did Purty Molly Brallaghan become Molly Brannigan? Well, in late February 1868, the Newry Examiner reminded readers that on the 2nd of March, the great national comic singer and dancer Paddy Phillips was going to sing Molly Brannigan at the Town Hall in Dundalk. So this is perhaps the earliest reference to the name change. The song tells the story of a man who confides to a lady friend of his that he was once besotted by the charms of Molly. But the said Miss Brannigan has now dumped him. She has gone, he says, and left me here for to die. The writer of the lyric clearly had a knack for describing love and loss in the most colourful way, in a style that would put Byron or Shelley in the halfpenny place. Where else would you get the lines? The place where me heart was, you'd aisy roll a turnip in. Or, the left side of me carcass is as weak as water gruel. The song became a huge hit in music halls throughout the English-speaking world. And Athlone tenor John McCormack recorded it in 1913 for Victor Records, the label simply stating that it was an old Irish melody.
Ma'am dear, did you never hear of pretty Molly Brannigan? And troth, and she's left me, and I'll never be a man again.
And so ends the story of William, Grattan, Tyrone, Power, and Molly Brannigan. Ma'am dear, did you never hear of pretty Molly Brannigan? In truth, then she's left me, and I'll never be a man again. Not a spot on me hide will the summer sun e'er tan again, since Molly's gone and left me here alone for to die. The place where me heart is, you'd easy roll a turnip in. 'Tis as large as all Dublin, and from Dublin to the Devil's Glen. If she wished to take another, sure she might have left mine back again, and not have gone and left me here alone for to die. Ma'am dear, I remember when the milking time was past and gone, we walked through the meadow when she swore I was the only one that ever she could love. But oh, the false and cruel one, for all that she's gone and left me here for to die. Ma'am dear, I remember when coming home the rain began, I wrapped me frieze coat round her, and ne'er the waistcoat had I on. Me shirt was rather fine drawn, but oh, the false and cruel one, for all that she's gone and left me here for to die. The left side of me carcass is as weak as water gruel, man. There's naught to pick upon my bones since Molly's proved so cruel, ma'am. Oh, if I had a blunder gun, I'd go and fight a duel, ma'am. For sure I'd better shoot myself than live here to die. I'm cool and determined as any salamander, man. Won't you come to me wake when I go the long meander, ma'am? I think myself as valiant as the famous Alexander, ma'am. When I hear you crying o'er me, or why did you die?